If you think playing Breacher means sprinting through doorways like it's Call of Duty, congratulations, you just become the fastest way to donate tickets to the other team. Today I'm going to teach you how to actually play Breacher class on PS5, clear rooms the right way, and become the guy everyone hates to push. So this is part of my PS5 class guide series for Insurgency Sandstorm. Today we're going over the Breacher class. If you haven't already, go back and check out the first one because you don't want to miss out on the fundamentals. It is the rifle guide. So we're going to go over what the Breacher class is designed for, right? Breacher is faster movement, get up in close quarters combat. But that doesn't mean running in with your head cut off, okay? It means being tactical, getting up close and personal with the enemy. You have an IED and C4 depending on if you're on insurgents or security. But when I say close quarters, it doesn't mean fast and shoot, right? You don't want to run fast and shoot. You need to sneakily get to the objective, catch the enemy off guard with a shotgun or an MP5 or an Uzi or one of these SMG shotguns. SMG or shotguns, I should say. Right? That's what the Breacher class is meant for. It also is designed for the person who doesn't like to hold angles, right? So if you want to get close, if you want to try to clear a room, if you can get to a staircase where no one's watching and you can arc the IED or C4 through a hole and you get away, and I mean you have to get away, okay? These IEDs and C4 can kill you through the floor. I mean, these are big blasts, guys. You need to get out of the building, and if you think you're far enough away, rethink and get actually further away, okay? So, throw it into the room, get out, blow it up, turn back around, go back in with your gun up. Don't rush in like an idiot, but go up, go in, and check your corners and everything, and hopefully you have killed all the enemies and you get a free capture on that point. Now, the Breacher is specialized, like I said, in CQB, or you're a specialist in close quarter combat. You're going to be the first through the door, you're going to be clearing objectives, and you're going to excel in inside buildings, not at long range, right? You're very weak at long range, but don't fret, you can still kill people up to 100 meters with shotguns. This isn't Call of Duty where, you know, you get hit markers all day long. Alright, I kind of want to move on to the loadout, right? So on screen now you should see the loadout. So we're going to start with security on Breacher. I got the SK12, the red dot 1 times, the suppressor, and the extended mag. And this is my go-to shotgun loadout right here. I have the frag grenade, I have the light carrier, light armor, and gas mask. You have to have gas mask no matter what. Just take the freaking hit and get gas mask. Because if you don't, and they call in chemical mortars, you're going to die to the chemicals. And if you run into any kind of smoke, you will start coughing and give your position away. And if you want to be a sneaky little boy on some CQB, you don't want to be coughing up a storm. But I also want to give you some other loadouts. So I have an MP7 loadout right here, which I have the 1 times Morrow sight. I have the suppressor, I have the recoil grip, 1 smoke, and then light carrier, light armor, and gas mask, right? And then I have another shotgun, which is kind of the same thing, but I have Fletchy rounds on this, loading grip, compensator, red dot, 1 smoke, 1 frag, right? So what I'm trying to show you is there's plenty of ways to build out this class setup, right? And they all have different price point. Like this is 5, this is 4, and this is 2. So if you go for the M80 or the M870, I mean, it's less points, you can add more to it. But if you go for something like the SK12, you're not going to be able to put all the stuff that you want on it. See, I can't have an underbarrel, I can't have a side rail, because extended mag is more important to me, being sneaky with a suppressor and then having a red dot, right? I really don't like iron sights. So let's go over to Insurgents now. Show you the Insurgents. These are my Insurgents classes. I have the US-12, 1 times MAR, suppressor, IED, which costs 3 points, guys. But when you're attacking and you throw that IED through a window and you just blow it up to sky high, it helps your teammates get on there. It shakes people up, and they're not really expecting it. And gas mask is free since you're on Insurgents, because Insurgents can call in tactical gas. Also, I do have an MP5 set up here, same thing. IED, but we got the extended mag, the suppressor, and the Copa sight there for you. Moving on, we will go to how to play the Breacher class. So, some of the things I want to cover are: number one, slicing and pieing around corners. If you don't know what slicing and pieing is, it's where you imagine the door being a pie, right? Or a place where you can have a piece of pie. And you take your corner and you sweep it. It's kind of hard to show you without actually being able to show you. Hey everybody, this is Sweet and Revenge. I'm editing right now, and I decided to go ahead and put some pictures on screen right now, kind of explain pieing to you, or slicing the pie. Back to your scheduled gun guide. But I want you to pre-aim the doorways. I want you to clear one room at a time and stay moving after every kill. But here's a big one right here. Make sure you're not chasing your kills. Do not chase the rabbit. That's what I like to call it. If you catch yourself chasing the rabbit, you're probably going to end up dead. I have a clip here. If I can find it, I'm going to put it in right now. I'm pushing up. I'm going to help. Okay, I did that on purpose. What did I do wrong? That's a teaching moment. I like to call that chasing the rabbit. Okay, that was me chasing the rabbit, and you've seen that I died, right? So, you stay close quarters, but you also stay close enough to your teammates so they can support you. Don't just run out ahead of everybody, try to go on these big flanks. I mean, you can flank, though, as a breacher. That is something you can do, but you got to try to get to the objective, and you got to be kind of close, right? Now, I want to go over some big mistakes, right? We went over these before, and, well, a couple of these over before, right? So, the first one is sprinting through every doorway. Look, I understand. Let's say you're low on tickets, right? And you're losing all these waves, and you just want to get on objective, so you run through the doorway to get on objective without clearing the corners, because you're running out of time. People are dying. You're low on waves, and you just end up hurting your team pretty much, because you're going to run through that doorway, you're going to get shot, and then you're back to square one. Also, don't fight people across the map like snipers, ARs, assault rifle, or not assault rifle, gunners with the machine guns. Also, something I didn't go over in the class setup is we do have flashbangs. If you want to clear rooms, you can flashbang the room instead of using smoke. So that's another thing you can do. I don't really use flashbangs that often, but you can use flashbangs. You can flash the room, pow, and then turn a corner, check all the corners while they're blinded, right? Also, another habit that people come over from Call of Duty, reloading after every kill. Immediately right after a kill will probably get you killed. Do not do that. That is a big no-no for me. And the last one, guys, playing a lone wolf, right? Run out and be a superhero in a game where you're not a superhero, okay? If you can get up to the building, you can clear out a couple rooms. Try to wait for your teammates to get to you. You don't push another room if you don't have to. So if you get on the objective, you kill the guys in a room, hold that room. Don't move to the next room until you have teammates around you. Because if you get on there and it says like stalemate or blocking, that means someone else is on there on the enemy team, right? So just wait, aim at the doorway, let them come to you, because some people get impatient and they will try to find you because it says blocking. They know you're there. They will push a doorway. They won't be ready and you'll just blow them away. So now I'm going to move on to a couple of my pro tips. So these separate average players from good breachers. Listen before entering a room. So if you enter the building and there's nobody there and you find a set of stairs, just take a second to listen, see if you can hear any kind of movement upstairs, what kind of gunfire you're hearing. Also look around. You can see that your teammates through the wall, the little blue diamonds or whatever color you have it set as, right? Another one would be check your corners first. So when you're pieing a door, you want to check all the corners before you enter, right? Another one would be aiming chest high. We don't want to shoot people in the legs. We want to go for the frag. We want to go for the kill. Chest and headshots. That's what we're going for. Another one is if you're in a building, don't peek out the windows. Don't over peek. Don't put yourself in a position where you could get picked off by a sniper or an assault rifle or a machine gunner. We're going to go back to keeping on the move after every kill. So you get a kill, change corners, right? Because if they come back, they're going to be looking for you in that corner. Change corner, right? Get a kill, move. Get a kill, move. Even if it's you're standing in a corner, you move a couple feet over and lay down. You're still not in the same area. They're going to peek that corner. You're not there. Blam, you shoot them. And it's that easy. Okay, another one is let your teammates cover long sight lines, okay? You're not that kind of guy. You want to make sure you're covering stairs and stuff. Once you make it into the building, you want to cover the stairs. And the last one is, guys, remember that your job is to create openings, not top the scoreboard every match, okay? We're not here for kill-death ratio. We're here to win, right? We're here to have fun. Alright, so my final thoughts. Should you play Breacher? If this sounds like something for you, close quarter battles, shotguns in people's faces, some machine guns, throwing big bombs through windows, high energy, high adrenaline, this could be for you, okay? The best game mode that I think is going to be Push. That's the only one I really play. That or Domination. I really don't play anything else. My personal rating on this is a solid 9 out of 10. This class is very aggressive, and it is great for clearing objectives, and it feels very rewarding when you can push and you get that objective and kills. So if this guide helped you out, please hit that like button and subscribe, because this is just one of the videos in my complete Insurgency PS5 class guide series. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Advisor. This is a versatile role and has some of the most unique weapons that can dominate at multiple ranges. You don't want to miss this one. Thank you for watching. It's been your boy Sweet Revenge, and I'll catch y'all on the battlefield when you least expect it. Peace.